It is Monday again, and I'm very excited. Influence is easy. Positive influence, you have to be a little more deliberate. I want to share with you today just the importance of you realizing just you breathing, being alive today, you're going to have influence. People have influence, even if they don't think they're having influence, just by not having influence. That influences people around because they just go the way they're going to go if you don't oppose it or challenge it or whatever. And I've found that people do not realize that their life matters, that they are significant, and that they can choose to be a positive influence in their world. And so I really want to encourage you today because the truth of the matter is if you're just positive, if you'll just be kind to people, be nice to somebody, give an encouraging word, you're going to make a difference. At the very least, you are sowing good seed, right? Whatever man sows, that's what he reaps. If you just be kind and sow positivity, then you're going to reap that. But at its best, you might change someone's destiny. I had a chance to share yesterday at our Sherman location. It was a wonderful group of people both times. And I was just sharing with them that I literally impact thousands of people every week. And we get to do that together here. I literally impact and influence thousands of people. But my greatest impact, the part that has the most positive influence in people's lives, is not actually my teachings. And it's not my books, even though they've all influenced individuals. My greatest impact has been one on one, where I've just been kind to people when they were in need of it. When I took time out of my schedule to just pray for somebody because they were in need. When I dropped by somebody's place to give an encouraging word and then stayed because they were in desperate need. When I had them into my home at Life Group. When I stopped at the gas station and paid for someone's gas and just told them Jesus loves them and just wanted them to know that. When I paid for someone's lunch and just said, "Hey, I just want you to know, you're valued." It is those kind of encounters and thousands of other things that we all do on a regular basis that we don't realize change the world. Now, I can't change the big world, but I can change my world, my sphere of influence, and so can you. And so, like I said again, if, at the very least, you're just sowing good seed. You want people to be nice to you, be nice to them. You want to hear positive things back, give positive things out, because whatever a man sows, that he reaps. But you also need to realize that that kind word, that act of kindness, that ability to stop your world for just a few minutes to step into somebody else's world may actually change their destiny. I literally could spend hours telling you how people have been changed by the simplest of acts, by the simplest just moments of being there for them, and them telling me later how it changed their life. Stopping to answer someone's question. They were having issues in their marriage, and just to help them see that they were both seeing it from different angles, and they were both right and they were both wrong. And them come to me later and say it changed their marriage to realize it was just different perspective, that they were both had a view that was right, it was just different than the other person's view. I had someone come to me and tell me 28 years ago I said this and it changed their life. Those are the kind of things that at the moment don't seem to be a big deal, but in the scheme of things end up being a very, very big deal. There's a great book called The Power of Moments, and it just does a great job of sharing how moments in time change our destinies, change our perspective of life. Our children graduating from kindergarten, our children graduating from seventh and eighth grade, going into the big school, opportunities where you had a promotion, just moments in time that changed where you were going in life. And today you have the opportunity to be one of those power moments for someone. to see someone just having a really rough time and just reaching out to be kind to them, reaching out to encourage them, to tell them this is temporary, it's not going to be forever. Hey, I appreciate what you do, or to tell somebody what a great meal they made, or how you appreciate the house being clean, or that he went to work today and he works really hard, and just telling him thank you, or telling your children how much you appreciate them and their strengths and their gifts. It's a wonderful thing to be so encouraged with what God has done in your life that you can encourage others and not feel bad about it. I can always tell when somebody knows who they are in the Lord and are comfortable in their own skin, because those are the people that are always willing to brag on others, always willing to encourage others, always willing to build up others, because they don't have to tear people down to feel good about themselves. They are so confident in who God has made them, and they have flaws and faults, and all of us do, but they're willing to realize I can influence others, and I feel so good about who I am and who God has made me that I can encourage others and not feel bad about it. So you have a positive influence today, but you have it because you're intentional about it. The world is the world. It's going to do what it's going to do, but you can make a difference in your world by being willing to be a positive influence, to be light in the darkness, to be salt in the blandness, to be leaven that makes things rise. Today you have that moment in time in probably a dozen different people before the day's out. And I encourage you to grasp it, to reach out and make that moment count and love somebody well, and just watch how it changes their day. Watch how it maybe changes their week. Just be a positive influence. Now, I do want to ask, I started about 10 minutes early today. I want to know, did that matter? Because if it's really about me starting at a regular time, I want to start at a regular time. But so often I sit in my office for 45 minutes waiting for 7:30. If it makes a difference, I'll make sure to wait till 7:30. If it doesn't matter, then let me know. Whatever you say, that's what I'll do, because I want to be a blessing to y'all. Love you so much. Go be a positive influence in your world. Looking forward to seeing you next week.